Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Jacqueline Matter. Scott Dennis has the night off. Our top story this hour, another roundabout coming to downtown Sarasota, this time at the congested intersection of US 41 and Gulfstream Avenue. That's where ABC 7's Jess Dowdrick joins us live to explain when construction will begin and what the community thinks about that idea. Jess?
Jacqueline, it's not only rush hour, but it's spring break. So this intersection has been swamped with traffic all day. After studying this intersection, FDOT has decided that a roundabout is the solution for the traffic issues. Inside of Joey D's Chicago-style eatery, John Revan was having lunch Wednesday, deep in conversation about the possibility of adding another roundabout to town.
I don't see how that's going to help the situation.
Traffic at the Tamiami Trail and Gulfstream Drive intersection can already be unbearable at times.
It's very difficult to get in, get out of the lanes, change lanes. So it's a problem that's only going to be exacerbated by all this new construction and new population. I think the roundabout is probably not the best way to handle the anticipated congestion that's going to occur from all this new construction downtown.
But across the street at Swim City, Lori Heim is excited about the possibilities a roundabout brings for the business.
When we have our tourists that come from the north, we have to tell them to go to Marina Jack parking lot and the light and turn around in the parking lot to come back to our parking lot.
A roundabout would mean customers wouldn't have to go so far out of their way to get there.
This will be a little more self-explanatory.
This is what the roundabout will look like. 2 lanes with pedestrian and bicycle lanes. Also pedestrian-activated crossing signals.
These roundabouts are much friendlier to those populations, the cycling and pedestrian population, and obviously being this close to downtown, there's a large amount of usage there.
This project will cost $4.1 million. FDOT is paying $2.5 million of that. The city of Sarasota is fronting the rest.
This design not only looks at today's volumes, but it looks at traffic volumes 30 years out as well.
Construction will begin in late 2019. It's expected to take about a year. Right now, FDOT is in the middle of construction on 2 roundabouts off of US 41, one at the 10th Street intersection and one at the 14th Street intersection. They also have plans to start construction on a roundabout at US 41 in Fruitville. Now, I'm told all 3 of those roundabouts will be finished construction-wise before they start on this one. Reporting live in Sarasota, Jess Dowdrick, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Okay, Jess, thank you so much. Well, let's check in with Steve Newman, who's in for Bob tonight. And Steve, you know, I was driving through that area coming across the bridge from Longboat Key this afternoon and this morning, and let me tell you, that traffic from the beaches was just unbearable.
Yes, I've lived here since I was a kid. I'm not sure about that roundabout. They may prove me wrong, and we've got one just down the street on 10th on the trail. The jury is out yet, so we'll see. Hopefully, we need to improve our traffic condition. Yes. It gets crowded, and this is the height of the season right now. This week is when there are the most people in town. It's also nice to have weather like this across the Sun Coast. Temperatures in the 70s and low to mid 80s all across Florida. That easterly wind off the Atlantic is keeping the Atlantic a little cool with a high surf advisory over there. If you look very carefully, you can see a local sea breeze has started to take effect in the afternoon heating, not only in Sarasota and Manatee County, but down in Charlotte Harbor around through there too. That's why we have temperatures in the mid 70s after a high today of 81 at Sarasota Bradenton Airport. Last night's low 57. If we take a look at the satellite, you can see the clouds just barreling across the state, and our winds overnight are going to slacken off. That's the good thing, but tomorrow, I think, after being calm overnight, they're going to pick up anywhere from 15 gusting to 20 miles per hour tomorrow afternoon, again from a southeasterly direction with a very high fire danger in place. Be alert to that. Temperatures cooling off through the 70s into the 60s, bottoming out at 62 tonight. The complete weather in just a few minutes. Jacqueline.
Okay, Steve, thanks so much. Well, this just in, President Donald Trump is firing Veterans Affairs Secretary David Shulkin and replacing him with the White House doctor. Trump tweeting that he intends to nominate highly respected Admiral Ronnie L. Jackson as the new Secretary of Veterans Affairs. I do not believe that is the correct video, but the change comes in the wake of a bruising ethics scandal and a mounting rebellion within the VA. Robert Wilkie, an undersecretary at the Defense Department, will now serve as acting VA secretary until Jackson is confirmed. Well, jury selection continues in the trial of a Venice man charged with murdering 2 people. This is the 3rd trial for John Allen Lee. He's accused of murdering Tracy Nabergal and Jason Salter back in 2011. His first trial ended in a mistrial because jurors were found talking about the case. After a second trial, a judge again granted a mistrial because of possible evidence being withheld. This week, he's in a Sarasota courtroom for his 3rd trial. The state is seeking the death penalty in this case. Well, are you a retired officer in Sarasota County itching to get back in the field? If so, the sheriff's office might have the perfect position for you. They're hiring 14 school resource deputies to patrol all 12 elementary schools. Each deputy will make $23.50 an hour for 10 months of the 2018 to 2019 school year. The deputies will be responsible for ensuring the safety and security of all students and staff at all times during regular school hours.
I think now that the governor signed the law into effect is that I think our citizens want deputies on these campuses. They want this to happen, and so it's really not an option for the school districts anymore. It's something they need to do. And this shouldn't have been put through legislatively. It's something that's the right thing to do, that parents want.
Sheriff Tom Knight will do the hiring and the training, but it will be paid for with $63,000 funded by the state. And Manatee County is on the hunt for a volunteer to fill a seat on the Healthcare Advisory Board. They're looking for representatives of the business community. The board reviews the area's current healthcare programs. They also discuss how to best meet the needs of the community who may have no other means to access of care. For more information on how to apply, visit us at mysuncoast.com. A controversial home development in Venice received another approval this week. Neal Communities requested approval on a preliminary plot for their Woods home development. In 2016, the rezone of the property drew 31 hours of public testimony and was approved despite a heavy outcry from those who live nearby. The home development is expected to have 263 homes on 151 acres of land. 86 of those acres will remain in open space. The Venice City Council added 11 stipulations onto the developer's plan, most of them focusing on environmental concerns. Still to come on your Suncoast News, volunteers are at Marjory Stoneman Douglas today cleaning up the memorial site of the mass shooting. We'll tell you what they plan to do with all of the keepsakes. And a local innovative company getting recognized, the advice they have for people thinking of starting their own business.
Selfless service is the principle that guides Army National Guard soldiers to be ready whenever disaster strikes. They have a stake in the well-being of the neighborhoods where they live and work. They train part-time to be ready to serve at all times. Selfless service. It's what inspires the men and women of the Army National Guard to be part of something greater than themselves. Visit NationalGuard.com to learn more.
Florida Studio Theater presents Blue Suede Shoes, celebrating the birth of rock and roll. From the father of rock and roll, Chuck Berry, to the king himself, Elvis Presley, this musical review features such great hits as Rock Around the Clock, Mustang Sally, Johnny B. Good, and of course, Blue Suede Shoes. Critics are calling Blue Suede Shoes a burst of rock history, dynamic and high voltage. Audiences are calling it phenomenal. Blue Suede Shoes has been held over by popular demand. Tickets can be purchased by calling 941-366-9000 or by visiting FloridaStudioTheater.org.
Patriotism. It inspires passionate debate. It's worn like a badge of honor with good reason, because it means love and devotion for one's country. But what really makes up this country of ours? It's the people. To love America is to love all Americans. This year, patriotism shouldn't just be about pride of country. It should be about love. Love beyond age, sexuality, disability, race, religion, and other labels. Because love has no labels.
Watch ABC7 wherever you are. Just search ABC7 on your streaming device to keep up with the Suncoast from the comfort of your couch. Download ABC7 now to watch us on TV anytime you want. ABC7, we're here for you wherever you are.
My California Closets designer is a rock star. She was able to design the most beautiful space for me. When I turn the lights on, it's breathtaking. It's just a little slice of organized heaven. The California Closet team was so professional, so reliable. It was seriously a dream come true. My name is Jill, and this is my California Closet story.
Designers do it with style.
Tell me what's going on here.
Why, you don't like my hair?
The Mark and Mandy Show. In-depth design ideas.
What is up with the tuck tape here? Let's cover it up.
Amazing beauty and fashion tips.
So Halle Berry has amazing skin. Her secret is coffee grounds.
No.
Delicious recipes.
Today, I'm gonna show you a special dish that is sure to please that special someone in your life.
Watch the Mark and Mandy Show right here on your favorite channel.
Get all the local information you need before you leave home in the morning. Watch Good Morning Suncoast weekdays on ABC 7 to get breaking news, plus first alert weather and traffic focused on where you live. ABC 7, we're here for you.
Here in Florida, a federal judge is ordering the state to come up with a new way of deciding how and when former prisoners can get their voting rights restored. U.S. District Judge Mark Walker blocked the state's current system of forcing ex-felons to wait at least 5 years before they can vote. Florida's Constitution automatically prevents felons from being able to vote after leaving prison.
The interpretation had been up until this court case that there was virtually unbridled discretion. This court held otherwise.
Walker did not specify what rules the state should put in place, but instead gave Governor Rick Scott and state officials 1 month to come up with a new process. The memorial outside of Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School is getting cleaned up today. While students are out for spring break, volunteers are at the site of that mass shooting where 17 students and teachers lost their lives last month. The items left behind will be preserved and used in a permanent memorial.
We want this stuff to be here in 100 years, 150 years, so that people can look back and see not only what took place, unfortunately, but what was left behind by the community and the hearts and the tears that were poured out.
The cleanup process and moving process comes after 2 people were arrested for stealing memorial items on Sunday night. Well, stay with us. Steve Newman will be back with your First Alert weather forecast after the break.
Motor Trend said the new Alfa Romeo Giulia is hands down the best sports sedan you can buy today. And named it the 2018 Motor Trend Car of the Year. Rediscover your passion for driving at Sunset Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
Meet Blue. Blue's not feeling well. The prescription? Generic medication. Blue wonders, do they really work as well as name brands? Yes, generics and name brand medications do work the same. Even though they may look different, generics have the same key ingredients. FDA approval is equally rigorous for generics to make sure they're as safe and effective as name brands. And Blue even saves some green, making him a little less, well, blue. Talk to your doctor about generics and visit fda.gov/generic drugs.
Thank you. You got a king?
Go fish!
It only takes a moment to make a moment. Take time to be a dad today.
Soldiers in the Army National Guard serve to give back to their country and communities. Their part-time commitment qualifies them for an array of benefits, such as affordable health and life insurance benefits, education benefits, including tuition assistance, student loan repayment and GI Bill programs, a retirement plan based on part-time service, and VA home mortgages. Visit NationalGuard.com to learn more about all the benefits available in the Army National Guard.
My name is Haley. I have Fragile X syndrome. I work with Chartwells at Einstein's at FAU. I like being up front and interacting with students. The students are very nice and very hungry. Having a job is a big ticket for independence.
Hi, this is Dan Marino. When your business recruits people with disabilities, everybody wins. To find out how, go to disabilitieswork.employflorida.com.
Dot Pharmacy is a website verification program that helps you identify safe and trustworthy online pharmacies. Purchasing medicine online can be safe and easy. Just look for pharmacy to the right of the dot in website addresses.
when evaluating the Alfa Romeo Stelvio. Car and Driver magazine said every crossover should be this good to drive. We agree. Rediscover your passion for driving at Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
Well, Steve, a lot of people here enjoying the Easter weekend ahead. It looks like we have some good weather, and then the snowbirds will kind of leave us a little bit.
Generally the 1st of April, or as soon as Easter's done, they head back north, and we welcome you to come back and hope you tune in when you do return. Have a great summer. But for those of you sticking around, we got some great weather, not only this weekend, but next week too. Here's the look from our Casey Key camp. Look at the great beach weather we had. The surf was not too high. The sun was out with a UV index of 10. You really need the sunscreen this time of year as the sun gets higher in the sky and our days are getting longer day by day, more evening sunshine. We're seeing that as well. We're also a little bit cooler today. The heat of the day has developed a little sea breeze right along the coast, so we're 4 or 5 degrees cooler than normal in coastal areas of Sarasota and Manatee County. Still warm inland. Currently at the airport, the temperature coming in at 75 degrees. The dew point is 60. Because of that southwest sea breeze, the dew point is up. Barometric pressure is high and will stay that way for another day or so. And you can see the result of that high, which is way out to the north of the Bahamas, channeling in strong southeasterly winds. These are popcorn cumulus clouds blowing across the southern part of Florida, as you can see in this incredible GOES-16 satellite image in high resolution. And as a result of those strong winds, we also have cooler temperatures along the Atlantic coast, and there's also a threat of high surf advisory all up along there because of the onshore winds creating surf, which we're not getting over here. Now we have a bad situation brewing in the Midwest as another third day in a row of severe storm possibility from the Storm Prediction Center, this time in East Texas into Louisiana, and Louisiana is under the gun right now. There's a whole string of tornado watches from northern Mississippi, central Mississippi, Louisiana, back to almost Corpus Christi, Texas. And we already had one tornado warning north of Alexandria between there and Monroe. Now another one has popped up, and another one looks like it's just been issued just southeast of Monroe. It's going to be a very stormy night. It's part of a frontal system that is our great hope, our best hope for any rain at all, as it eventually moves over Florida late Friday into Saturday. But right now it's kicking up a big storm in the southern Mississippi Valley and southern plains. Temperatures at Houston 69, 79, so there's the warmth fueling those storms. Back in Memphis at 66, in Chicago currently 49. It's a cool, cloudy night in New York City where it's 51. Now we look ahead and see what our future has in store for us, and indeed that storm-producing front is part of our weather future. But this high pressure is going to be fighting off the advance of the energy from this and drying out the air as it approaches. So let's take a look at what our chance of rain is. As we look for the next couple of days, we stay dry with a few clouds here and there. You can see the high kind of weakening, and look at this. We could have some storms on Friday up in the Panhandle. Some of them could be severe. We'll see about that, but for us, this is as far ahead as our RPM computer model can take us. Let's switch to the European model. Takes us through Friday evening, and then by Saturday morning, everything just kind of dissipates and the front passes. We clear out for Easter Sunday. It looks like Easter Sunday will be nice with maybe some interior showers. Our beach and boating forecast, southerly winds 10 to 15, seas 2 to 4 feet. So it will be gustier tomorrow, but still a great beach day with a beach temperature of 81 degrees. Here's our 7-day outlook, and no big surprises for the next couple of days, including for Passover, which starts at sunset on Friday at 7:47. 20% chance of rain overnight Friday into Saturday. Easter Sunday with clearing will have a high of 80. I wish we had better chances of rain, but at least we got plenty of sun for the holidays. That's our weather, Jacqueline.
Okay, Steve, thanks. The city of Sarasota is one of the first communities in Florida to join a massive lawsuit against makers and sellers of opioids. A multi-district lawsuit based in Ohio is moving forward in the courts. Sarasota is working with a local private attorney who will only get paid if the city recoups some money. He says you'd be surprised at the wide range of costs associated with this epidemic.
So in Sarasota County, they asked for $300,000 to increase the budget at the medical examiner's office to handle the increased pressure of autopsies. That has a direct correlation.
We'll take a look at the costs of fighting the opioid epidemic and the chance of being reimbursed on ABC 7 News at 7. And Jersey Mike's is taking giving to a whole new level. If you grab a sub at the chain today, you'll also be helping local charities. The company is donating all of its sales today to charity, every penny from all of its more than 1,300 stores nationwide. So you still have time for dinner tonight. Governor Rick Scott is in the Keys today talking about the state budget. And while he was there, he also helped release some turtles on Sombrero Beach. The $4 billion budget designates government funding to protect Florida's beaches, springs, and the Florida Everglades. A large portion of that budget will go towards upgrading the Florida Keys wastewater treatment, water quality improvement in the Keys, and preserving and purchasing new land to continue protecting the Florida Keys. A Bradenton small business is celebrating its success after winning a SCORE's American Small Business Championship Award. The do-it-yourself shop Makers Market joining 102 other businesses across the nation to win the award for its unique personality. Co-owned by moms Jennifer Gunter and Jennifer Bade, the two women say that the goal of Makers Market is to give people a comfortable place to be creative.
It's a lot of work. We went from being mom, doctor, all that stay-at-home mom title, which you think is an endless job, to then working 60 hours a week or more. So it was I think it was a big adjustment for our families, but it's been so rewarding, to have that, like owning your own business.
As for Gunter's advice for people looking to open their own business, don't do it alone. Find someone who can be your mentor and offer you advice along the way. We'll be back with more news after this.
Wall battle after the president repeatedly insisted.
Mexico pays. Mexico will pay for the wall.
Does he have a new plan? So who will pay now? How could it impact you? World News Tonight with David Muir, America's most watched newscast.
Come experience the rugged capability and luxurious comfort of a new Ram truck and get big savings during Ram Truck Month at Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota. Shop the area's largest selection of new Ram trucks. Get the all-new redesigned 2018 Ram Quad Cab for as little as $23,999. Or save big and get $10,000 off a new Ram Bighorn Crew Cab. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota today.
The Mark, Sarasota. Landmark living in the center of it all. A private oasis in the sky. Luxurious private amenities. Promenade shopping and dining. The best of downtown downstairs. Now under construction and priced from the mid-700s. This is life right where you want it. Call or visit our Discovery Sales Gallery today. The Mark, Sarasota. Presented by the Culture Group.
My name is Stephen Jaffe. The law firm's name is Farmer Jaffe. One of the beautiful things about Julius is he's always smiling, and it becomes infectious. The fact that Julius has a disability has absolutely nothing to do with the quality of work that he's done. Just a great person you want on your staff.
Hi, this is Dan Marino. When your business recruits people with disabilities, everybody wins. To find out how, go to disabilitieswork.employflorida.com.
We are problem solvers striving for answers. Relevancy on every platform. We are driven to create content that's compelling, engaging, where it matters. We are neighbors that care about solutions, believers in making a difference, leaders, innovating in an exciting era of multimedia, reaching to always be the gold standard in our evolving landscape. We are Raycom Media. Find your opportunity today.
Everyone's buzzing about Suncoast View.
I like watching the Suncoast View.
I like the Suncoast View.
The cooking segments, I love the recipes. The theater segments are terrific. They're just fun.
For smart, fun talk in the afternoon, watch Suncoast View, weekdays at 4 on ABC 7.
The Meadows Country Club is one of the most popular golf courses here in Sarasota, and ABC 7's Scott Dennis is giving a look inside.
We have a beautiful day to be out here at the Meadows Country Club. Joining me now, Tom Maxwell, the Assistant General Manager. Tom, thanks for having us out today.
Thanks for being here.
We are on the challenging number 16 hole on the Meadows course. Tell me about it.
So number 16, one of our finishing holes, toughest 3 finishing holes I think around the area. Water on both sides. The fairway tightens as you get closer to the green, so it kind of takes away the long hitters or any kind of opportunity to get close to the green. So it's more of an iron play, a safe play. Get out of here with a par and continue your good round.
It's good advice. Let's tee it up and try it.
Perfect.
All right, Tom, thanks. Nice one.
That's a good ball.
Get up there. Slow down, slow down. Come on down, come on down.
I hit it way too hard.
Wow, look how quick that is. Oh, that's a beauty. What a nice par save there.
I'll take that.
What a challenging hole.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not very long, but you have to play smart on this one. How can people play the Meadows if they want to play?
Well, we have a great event coming up on the 21st of April. The Meadows Cup is coming out, so you can sign up for that. We have a very valuable, affordable summer program that you can try out the Meadows with.
Awesome. Thanks for having us out today.
You're welcome.
Appreciate
Thank
it,
you,
Tom.
Murph.
Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time on the Dream 18.
Looks like a good time, and I've seen a lot of people with some early tee times because it's not so hot later in the day, and it's still kind of pleasant out. It's nice.
It is. We're not getting that warm yet anyway,
Right.
maybe in a couple, 3 weeks' time. But let's take a look at our forecast for the evening hours. Temperatures cooling off through the 60s, bottoming out at 62 for the overnight. No problems if you want to get outside and enjoy the outdoors. And for the next 7 days, we do have a slight chance of showers Friday night into Saturday, but otherwise we're going to be fair to partly cloudy with little change in temperature.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much, Steve, and thank you all for joining us this evening. World News Tonight with David Muir is coming up next. We'll see you here at 11. Have a good night.
So Matt told me to meet him at 7 a.m. sharp right here. It is now 7:01 a.m. You think Matt will leave without me? Hey, is Matt here?
Long gone.
Long gone.
Just missed him.
Just missed him.
All done.
Mr. Sparky guarantees they're on time and the repair is free, so chop chop.
Call 888-8-SPARKY.
Matt, you started without me.
I finished without you too.
Our overall experience working with California Closets was phenomenal.
Calm, reassuring.
Through happenstance, we ended up paired with our designer, Jen. She was someone who not only was patient, someone who was professional. She's become extended family.
She had great insight to help direct me towards those things that could make our dreams come true.
We are the Greens, and this is our California Closets story.
When my youngest, Addie, was 2.5, she was diagnosed with leukemia. When we first heard that diagnosis, you feel extremely alone. Walking in that Light the Night light with 6,000 people carrying lights, white for survivors, red for supporters, gold in memory of those who have passed. It's the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society's hope that every year there are fewer gold lanterns. Your lantern will make a difference.
Start a team, join a team.
Help us light the night.
Everybody has a dream. Mine was to see the ocean. And with a little help, I made it.
Thanks to the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, what was once impossible is happening today for thousands of patients with blood cancer.
I live.
I live. I live. I live.
I live.
She lives.
Because of the research done by the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society in the battle against blood cancer.
If you had a chance to support the research that is saving lives, what would you do?
Everything all right?
Actually, you know how Tom had knee surgery?
Sure.
We found out Brad's been taking his painkillers. And it turns out he's been doing it for a while.
Most people don't know what to say about drugs, but we do. Visit us at drugfree.org.